The African sun rises, painting the sky in shades of orange and soft pink. A new day begins on the savannah. The air is cool and still. Dewdrops cling to the tips of long grass, sparkling like tiny jewels in the morning light. The world is waking up slowly. A gentle breeze whispers through the acacia trees, carrying the first sounds of the wilderness. Distant birds begin to sing their morning songs. Life here is always a delicate balance. For now, there is peace. A sense of tranquility settles over the vast open plains, a quiet moment before the daily drama of survival unfolds. Near a cluster of low, rocky hills, a pack of African wild dogs is sleeping. They lie tangled together in a heap of patterned fur. Their large, rounded ears twitch at the slightest sound, even in their sleep. These are some of Africa's most successful hunters, but now they are at rest. The alpha pair lies closest to the den entrance, a deep burrow dug into the earth. Inside the den, their precious pups are huddled together for warmth. The pack is a family. They rely on each other completely. This morning they feel safe, unaware of the approaching danger that moves silently through the tall grass. The pups are the future of the pack. They represent the next generation of these skilled hunters. Their parents and the other adult dogs have spent weeks caring for them. They have brought them food and protected them from threats. The pups are still young and vulnerable. Their playful yips and tiny growls can sometimes be heard from the den. The pack's survival depends on these little ones growing up strong. Each member of the pack shares the responsibility of raising them. This deep bond is the key to their success. The sleeping dogs are a picture of family loyalty, a tight-knit unit in a world full of challenges. But the peace of this morning is fragile. The wilderness is a place of constant competition. Every animal must find food to live. And where there is life, there is always an opportunist waiting for a chance. The scent of the den, the faint smell of the pups, has drifted on the morning air. It has reached a small, determined creature with an incredible sense of smell and an even greater amount of courage. The stage is set for a dramatic encounter. The sleeping pack is about to be drawn into a desperate fight, one that will test their speed, their teamwork, and their resolve to protect their own. A small, low-slung creature moves through the tall grass. It is a honey badger. This animal is famous across Africa for its incredible bravery. It is not large, but it has the heart of a giant. Its body is built for a fight. It has a thick, loose skin that is difficult to pierce. It has powerful claws for digging and a jaw strong enough to crush bone. The honey badger fears almost nothing. It will stand up to lions, hyenas, and even venomous snakes. Today, its target is the wild dog den. It has a single goal in its mind: to find food. The honey badger is a solitary hunter. It does not have a pack to help it. It relies on its own strength, intelligence, and sheer determination. This individual is hungry. The dry season has made food scarce, and it has been many days since its last proper meal. The scent of the wild dog pups is an irresistible promise of food. The risk is enormous. A pack of wild dogs is a formidable opponent. They are faster, and there are many of them. But hunger drives the honey badger forward. It knows the danger, but its need to survive is stronger than its fear. Its black and white coat provides some camouflage in the shifting light of the morning. It moves with a confident, rolling gait, its nose to the ground. It is following the scent trail with incredible precision. Every step is deliberate. The honey badger is a master of stealth when it needs to be. It can move almost silently, its body close to the earth. It uses every dip in the land, every bush, every patch of tall grass as cover. It understands the landscape. It knows how to use it to its advantage. This is not a random act, it is a calculated plan. The honey badger represents the ultimate survivor. It is an animal that has been shaped by a harsh environment to be tough, relentless, and incredibly resourceful. It does not back down, it does not give up. As it gets closer to the den, its senses are on high alert. It can hear the soft breathing of the sleeping dogs. It can smell them more strongly now. Its heart beats steadily. There is no hesitation. There is only focus. The small warrior is ready to face the pack. It is a classic tale of David versus Goliath, played out on the African plains. The honey badger is now just meters away from the sleeping pack. The sun is a little higher in the sky, but the dogs are still deep in their slumber. The badger freezes behind a small termite mound, its dark eyes scanning the scene. It assesses the situation with a cold, calculating intelligence. It notes the position of each dog. It sees the alpha pair, the guardians of the den. It must get past them. The slightest sound, the smallest mistake, could wake the pack and bring a swift and violent end to its mission. The tension is almost unbearable. Slowly, the honey badger begins to move again. It drops its belly to the ground and crawls forward inch by painful inch. It is no longer walking, it is slithering like a reptile. This movement is completely silent. It avoids every dry leaf, every loose stone. Its muscles are coiled, ready to spring into action. The badger is a master of patience. It has been waiting for this exact moment, when the pack is at its most vulnerable. The air is thick with the scent of the dogs, a smell that would send most other animals running in the opposite direction. But for the honey badger, it is simply part of the challenge. It is now past the first few sleeping dogs. It moves like a ghost through the pack. It is so close that it could reach out and touch them. The risk is immense. A single twitch from a dreaming dog could spell disaster. The honey badger's journey is a tightrope walk over a pit of danger. It must reach the entrance of the den, which is guarded by the alpha male and female. They are the largest and most alert members of the pack. Getting past them will be the most difficult part of the approach. The badger does not falter. Its determination is etched into its very being. It reaches the edge of the den. The alpha pair are just a breath away. The honey badger pauses one last time, its nose twitching as it takes in the rich scent of the pups inside. This is the point of no return. It must now commit to its daring plan. It takes a final look at the sleeping guardians, then slips like a dark shadow past them. It disappears into the darkness of the burrow. The pack remains asleep, completely unaware that an intruder is now in the heart of their home, standing among their most precious family members. The silence that follows is heavy with suspense. Inside the den, it is dark and warm. The air is filled with the scent of earth and the musky smell of the young pups. They are huddled together in a sleepy pile, just a tangle of limbs and soft fur. The honey badger stands over them for a moment, its eyes adjusting to the gloom. It can hear their soft whimpers and feel their body heat. There is no time to waste. The adult dogs could wake at any moment. The badger must act quickly and decisively. It selects one pup, a small, healthy one, nestled at the edge of the group. This is the moment of the heist. With a swift and practiced movement, the honey badger gently grabs the pup by the scruff of its neck. The pup lets out a tiny yelp of surprise, but the badger's grip is firm, not intended to cause serious harm. At least not yet. The pup is now a captive. The honey badger turns immediately, its prize held securely in its powerful jaws. It must now execute the most dangerous part of the plan, the escape. It has to get out of the den and away from the pack before they realize what has happened. Every second is critical. The quiet of the morning is about to be shattered. As the honey badger emerges from the den, it blinks in the growing light of the morning sun. The pup in its mouth wriggles, letting out another louder cry. This time, the sound is not muffled by the earth of the burrow. It travels through the still air. One of the sleeping dogs, a young female, lifts her head. Her large ears swivel, trying to place the sound. She sees the honey badger, a dark shape with a familiar small bundle in its mouth. For a split second, there is confusion. Then, the realization hits her like a physical blow. An alarm bark erupts from her throat. The escape has begun. The honey badger does not run in a panic. It breaks into its characteristic rolling gallop. It is surprisingly fast. It knows it cannot outrun the wild dogs in a long chase. Its only hope is to reach cover before the entire pack is upon it. It heads for a nearby thicket of thorny bushes, a place where the larger dogs might struggle to follow. The pup continues to cry out, its squeals acting as a beacon for the now awakening pack. The silence is broken and the hunt is on. The lone thief is now the hunted. The alarm bark from the young female jolts the entire pack awake. In an instant, the scene transforms from peaceful slumber to chaotic action. The wild dogs are on their feet before they are even fully awake. Their heads snap up, their eyes wide with alarm. The alpha male sees the honey badger making its escape, the pup dangling from its mouth. A guttural snarl rips from his chest. There is no hesitation, no confusion. There is only a single, unified purpose: get the pup back. The pack explodes into motion as one. The wild dogs are built for speed and endurance. They are a blur of patterned fur as they launch themselves across the savannah. Their long legs eat up the ground with incredible efficiency. They are not just running, they are coordinating. The pack spreads out, fanning across the plain to cut off the honey badger's escape routes. They communicate with a series of high-pitched chirps and yips, a language of the hunt. This is what they are born to do. Their teamwork is flawless. Honed by countless chases, they are a living, breathing hunting machine, and their target is the small, defiant honey badger. The honey badger knows it is being pursued. It can hear the thunder of paws behind it. It can hear the frantic calls of the pack. But it does not panic. It continues its determined gallop, its powerful legs pumping. The thorny thicket is its only goal. The pup in its mouth makes running more difficult, but it refuses to let go. This meal is the difference between life and death. The badger's thick skin protects it from the sharp thorns and rough ground it crashes through. Its body is a fortress designed to withstand punishment. It is toughness against teamwork, brute force against coordinated speed. The gap is closing. The lead dogs, the fastest runners in the pack, are gaining on the badger. They snap at its heels, their teeth clicking just inches from its hind legs. The honey badger swerves and dodges, using its low center of gravity to make sharp turns that the lanky dogs find difficult to follow. It is a desperate race against time. The sounds of the chase echo across the plains. The frantic yipping of the dogs, the panting of the badger, and the terrified squeals of the stolen pup. The entire savannah seems to hold its breath, watching this dramatic struggle for survival unfold. The honey badger reaches the edge of the thorny thicket, but it is too late. The pack has surrounded it. There is nowhere left to run. The dogs form a circle, their bodies tense, their eyes locked on the badger. They snarl and bark, a wall of sound and fury. But they are cautious. They know the reputation of the honey badger. They have seen what this small animal can do. They keep their distance, darting in and out, testing its defenses. The pup is still in the badger's mouth, a living symbol of the conflict. The honey badger drops the pup to the ground, placing its own body over it. It turns to face the circle of dogs, its own snarl, a low, fearsome growl that promises violence. It is outnumbered 20-1, but it shows no fear. It lunges forward, snapping its powerful jaws at the nearest dog, which leaps back just in time. The honey badger is a whirlwind of aggression, spinning and biting, a small black and white tornado of fury. It knows that its only defense is an unrelenting offense. It must convince the dogs that the price of getting their pup back is just too high. The standoff is a tense battle of wills. The dog's instinct is to protect their young at all costs. Their parental drive is incredibly strong. They need to retrieve the pup, but they also have a strong instinct for self-preservation. A serious injury to a pack member could weaken the entire group and threaten their long-term survival. They see the badger's ferocity and understand the danger. The honey badger, on the other hand, is driven by an equally powerful force, hunger. It has risked everything for this meal and is not willing to give it up easily. In the end, the standoff resolves as most do in the wild, with a calculation of risk versus reward. The alpha male, seeing the badger's unbreakable resolve and the potential for injury to his pack, makes a decision. A series of calls signals a change in strategy. The dogs back away slightly. In that split second of hesitation, the honey badger sees its chance. It grabs the pup again and makes a final, desperate dash into the heart of the thorn bushes. The dogs cannot follow. The heist is complete. It is a harsh lesson in the unyielding laws of nature. Survival is a battle fought every day, where courage and teamwork are tested, and only the strong, the clever, and the determined will live to see another sunrise.